time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they can't bring him down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp.
Uses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Under 10, 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Running right, Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, first down, Packers. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
31 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Big series right here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's it. Big hit.
It's second down and 10.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Rodgers will try again on second down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays pays off. They get the first. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 48 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
25, check 25, check 25. Wide, get rid of it.
This is Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers looking deep for it, and that's caught inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it cost them 2 points.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, look your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go one more. 50.
To throw again, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Go. Watch it, come on, boy. Come on.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Rodgers now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They go to Elliott again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Elliott. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Forbath will put this one through, and that stretches this lead to 20-8. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers, operating from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. Preston Smith there on the stop.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Check 13. Check 300. Check 300. Mike, 53. 319.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will. there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to any...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, a throw caught by Kumaro. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Allen Lazard there to make the grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 39.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
He's coming. Double up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now Elliott. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
319.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Shoot! Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 54 much.
Rodgers now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Joker over here. He's crashing. He's checking in.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, D.
One final try now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are.